This is called the generation gap.
My generation, baby.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Do you want to say hi, Hud?
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to a special edition of Generation Gab.
With a fun dad and semi-recent grad. And the fun dad's rad kid.
Yeah.
Fun dad's rad.
We're here. We have a special guest today. We are, as you know, we discuss generations, right? I guess that's what we do.
That's what we do.
And particularly focusing on Chase, the millennial, John, the Gen X, but we have a Zer.
Yeah, we interviewed my grandma, which was the greatest generation.
The greatest generation.
And now we're going the opposite end and interviewing a Gen Z.
A Gen Z who is my son, Hudson.
Could potentially turn out to be the greatest generation 2.0. We don't know yet.
If the world doesn't end, possibly.
Well, I think it has to be the greatest generation 2.0 or there will be no world.
That's really true. You have a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Hudson.
you guys are like up against it. How do you feel about your generation's chances at saving the world?
Slim.
Really?
Slim. Why so slim?
We have like 12 years. Nothing's going to happen.
Man, well,
I have a question to start this off. My generation growing up, we honestly, there was nothing about like no plastic straws and be careful about the environment. Like we didn't hear any of that.
Yep.
In school, do they teach that? Like,
you
how
wouldn't
to save
believe
the
it.
planet?
It's almost embarrassing because sometimes I'll be with them and they're so anti-smoking. And my daughter, who we've also got to interview at some point, my daughter she gets so angry at people who smoke. I mean,
I was that way too. They gave us.
They've instilled it as like,
Yeah.
not only is it bad to smoke, but if you smoke, you're a bad person.
That's how they taught me
It's
too.
bad for the environment.
It is. I agree. It's all bad, but these people are addicted to a drug. It's not their fault. They're not bad people for smoking.
You never tried to help. There was this one guy that was smoking outside the gas station. He's like, oh, yeah, take your time, keep on smoking. By the way, I have AA meetings, but take your time.
Well, yeah.
By the way, I have what?
AA meetings. I'm sober.
Here's my card, but keep on smoking for now.
Listen, I am pro smoking. I just don't think you should smoke or I should smoke. And the reason I'm anti-smoking for me is because it's so hard to quit. It is the hardest thing. But when I was smoking, I loved it.
Did they not have programs that like showed you the black lungs? That
God,
said,
no.
like,
Are you kidding? My generation, they had the Camel cigarette cartoon that got us to smoke.
Have you seen the YouTube video of like the marshmallows and they feed it cigarettes and then it rottens up?
Ew.
No.
Well, thank God I'm not a marshmallow. But,
they showed us images that made us be like, no, I'm not smoking. And like when I was Hudson's age, we would walk by smokers and like pretend cough. Like
that's what my daughter does. She's like, and it's like, listen, I get that we're not supposed to smoke. I don't think people should smoke. And when I say I'm pro smoking, I'm joking. But I don't think people should smoke. And the real reason is, 1A, it's really unhealthy and gives you cancer. B, it's super expensive. Packs of cigarettes are $10 a pack now.
wow.
They were $1.50. We used to have machines where you just put 6 quarters in and pull this thing and a pack of cigarettes would come out. Now you got to go to a bank, That's my joke. What do you think?
That was
terrible.
You sound like Ben Shapiro when you said, I'm pro smoking.
Who's Ben
Here's
Shapiro?
why. He touches on sensitive topics.
See, that's, you know what? I mean, and that's why these kids don't smoke and what you're pointing out, Chase, which is that you were given information about why it's bad. I think that's a great way to go about it. All I'm saying is if somebody is addicted, let's have a little bit of empathy for them. Instead of being like, you're an evil person.
But what about the kids in high school that start smoking to be cool?
I think we could.
Is that how everybody starts smoking?
Yeah.
To be cool?
That's
So
how
he
I
started
started.
smoking?
Yeah.
To be cool.
I started smoking, but I really missed the point because I was like trying to be cool, but yet the cigarette brand that I smoked was Merit, which is a really not cool. I don't know what I was thinking. I was mentally ill.
You did it all.
Yeah.
Every time we talk, is another addiction you
Yeah,
mentioned.
Hudson knows. I'm very open about it. My
I
kids
I
know.
made a joke. I'm like, Dad, this is why no one sat with you on the school bus in high school. Mom's like, do you really think that? I'm like, no, he did drugs. Everybody sat with him on the
Yeah.
school
Well,
bus.
in high school, it wasn't so bad. I started drinking the gateway drug, the true gateway drug.
Oh.
Then I smoked marijuana. And then it wasn't until I got to college that I started smoking cigarettes. I mean, I would have a cigarette here and there, but when I got away from home, that's when I was like, ooh, I can do whatever I want.
Didn't you do coke?
Yes, I did everything. You know that. He knows.
Question, Hudson. Like, are you in 5th grade?
I'm going into 5th grade. Yes.
Okay. 5th grade, I still think is way too young to like know what any of that. Like, I didn't know what Coke was. Wow, you're so advanced. But when I was in 5th grade, some of the kids that's when like kids start being like, oh yeah, I'm cool, and like
No. All the
parties.
kids in my class are stupid.
Let me tell you something about Hudson, if I may, Hud. He is the coolest kid at the school.
Oh,
by
I believe
far.
it. I believe
mean,
it.
Hudson is so cool. I mean, it's like it's so hard being Hudson's dad because he's so cool and I'm so not. What is it? Too loud? Am I too loud?
He's so cool.
I know. I get when I get excited. I'm going to turn you down, Huddy. How's that? Is that better?
A little bit up.
But see, I want you to be
There we
able to
go.
hear Chase, who speaks properly.
No.
Anyway, I'm going to turn me down a little bit more. There. Okay.
I guess this all started because we started talking about your generation gets a lot of environmental talks in school. I'm sure you have gun safety drills.
Yeah, but they don't make it sound like gun safety.
What do they
They're
say?
like, no, if an unidentified turtle comes into the room, we're like, shut up. Just we know it's a gun.
An
We know it's a shooter.
They
unidentified
try to
turtle.
hide it from you.
Yeah.
But these kids are all plugged into, the internet, so they know everything.
Yeah,
like, that's the
There
weirdest
was
thing.
There was a shooting right across the school, and I saw the shooter, like the guy with the gun.
Yeah.
And they lied to us, and they said it was just a car, and they wanted to be safe.
Yeah, but you saw
Even
the
though
guy.
he like shot at the school.
What?
Like, yeah.
And they brought all the kids into the gymnasium.
And one
they
of
were
my
trying
friends
to
were
calm
missing.
And they were trying to calm them all down. And and they were like, "Don't worry, he's not anywhere near the school." And Hudson's like, "Yes, he is. I saw him.
He's right there.
And then when you said that, didn't people start crying?
Yeah.
I'd be crying.
But you're
See,
Chase.
Again, I'm very emotional. We didn't have that would have never even crossed our mind that there would have been a school shooting we had to worry about.
Oh my God, my school we had tornado practice
Drills. We had
drills.
fire
He
drills.
lived
Yeah.
in Kansas.
Yeah, we would all have to go down into the basement and we played bombardment in the basement. And we all had shotguns. So we shot people. So people would die and stuff too.
What?
No, that part not true. That part not true. But my son is the coolest.
No, I
Don't you
believe
think,
it.
Chase?
Yes,
All
I
my
believe
friends
it.
are like 16, so.
Yeah.
Hudson, parkour.
Right. Hudson is a gifted parkour athlete, and I know every dad says that about his kid, but in this case, it's actually true.
Because I'm the youngest in the world to do some of this stuff.
Right. He's
Wow.
like literally.
I saw some of your flips on Instagram because you posted the thing you talked about, or you posted something about his parkour. So
Yes.
On
I
the
saw-
story, you saw
His
Yeah.
Instagram is @ZU_parkour.
ZIYOU.
ZIYOU.
Why? What's that?
That
name?
means free in Chinese, and I thought it'd be cool. So.
Oh, what?
Means free. Isn't he amazing?
Oh,
I
you're
have shirts.
amazing. That say you're
Yeah.
Yeah, he has merch.
You
He
have
has
merch?
Oh, I don't call
yeah.
it merch.
Yeah, merch is an old way of saying it.
No,
you don't say merch anymore.
Merch is just a dumb way of saying it.
Oh,
honestly.
well, okay. Slash
That,
old.
that's like, oh, I'm some guy who made some T-shirts. And this
Listen,
is my
Chase and
merch.
I need some merch, Hudson.
We do. But should we call it shirts?
Should call it apparel.
we do need,
Apparel.
we need apparel, Chase.
We need apparel.
Oh, never mind.
Will you design our apparel, Hud?
Sure.
Will you take over our social media too?
Oh yeah. Well, they say that kids now are very fluent in website design and editing and all that stuff because you
They
grew
say
up with
that?
it. They say that.
That's hella weird. Do
Really?
you guys know Niga Higa?
No. Who is Nikki Gila?
Niga Higa.
Niga
His
Higa.
name's Ryan Higa, but
And
that's his. Yeah,
Niga Higa.
He's really famous. He does like skits and stuff. Back
He's
in
a-
the day.
oh.
It's so funny. You have to watch him.
He's a YouTuber.
He was popular in like 2000 whatever. I'm pretty sure in like 2011 he had the same amount of subscribers as PewDiePie.
Whoa! Do you know who PewDiePie is?
No.
What? You don't know who PewDiePie is?
No.
He has 100 million subscribers.
On YouTube.
He's the biggest YouTuber. in the
He
world.
is a guy who plays games, and you watch
Oh
him
yeah.
play the
See,
game.
I'm not into that.
And he has 100 million.
Well, he doesn't only do that.
No, he doesn't only do that.
He reviews like stuff. It's super fun.
But it's all game related. It's all about gaming, mainly. No,
Isn't it? He
Oh.
reviews like memes and stuff. It's
He had
funny.
Jack
It's
Black
funny.
on as a guest
Wow.
Oh
recently.
yeah.
Well, someone who has 100 million followers, you would think, is like super famous and everyone would know them, but I've never even heard of him. Isn't that
Well, yeah.
crazy?
But-
Niga Higa has like 45 million.
You wouldn't believe
But
it. See, I'm in this
yeah.
world because this is the way I handle the that I handle social media. Basically, I just try to watch with them, like. And
That's good.
I just come in and sit down and watch with them, right? I mean, we like watch it. I love a lot of the stuff you watch. Who are some of the people I like that you watch? Who's the guy who does all the rap reviews?
Oh, the rap critics.
Yes.
He's funny. And Anthony Fantano,
And who's Anthony Fantano?
the white guy.
The white guy. Oh, he's a comedian,
Hey
right?
everybody, Anthony Fantano here.
Yes.
Yeah. And he like reviews music too.
It's a
Yeah.
whole new world.
Oh my God, Chase! You wouldn't. Hudson, what's your favorite TV show?
That's one of my questions I have for you.
Whew. I watched like On My Block. That's the only TV show I've
What's
ever
on my
watched.
block?
It's like my friend got me into it. It's like a Netflix series about like kids who live in the hood and stuff. It's cool.
Is it a real thing? Is it
A
a
reality
documentary?
show?
No, it's just a
Scripted?
Yeah.
Scripted show. So that's the only. He doesn't watch TV. We
That's the only
have
Netflix
one
series I've
TV.
always listened
Yeah, we have one TV in the house. The only person who watches it is me to watch football games. The kids, they don't watch TV at all. I said to my daughter, I was like, Jules, you don't want. Why don't you watch TV ever? And she's like, Dad, why would I watch what somebody else is telling me to watch? I can watch whatever I want on my phone.
She's so
She
wise.
sounds so
I went into her room. Okay, Hudson. I go to Hudson. Like watches a lot of parkour, but he's also way into hip hop, which has taken him into urban culture. and Jules, I walk into Jules's room. She's watching a makeup DIY of a girl with a burn scar on her face.
I was going to ask you, Hudson, the shows that I grew up watching, I want to know if you've heard of any of them. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes.
Wait, you have to do it into the microphone.
That's really big.
Okay, Sponge. But it's a TV show. It's a
Yeah, I know.
cartoon, so it's
People just make memes of it now.
But you've seen it, full episodes?
I've not seen the full episodes. But that's just me. All my friends in my class are like, oh, you're so
Okay.
SpongeBob."
Have you ever seen the show Doug, Hey Arnold, or Rugrats?
I think I watched one episode of Rugrats.
Okay, wow. Now I have a couple more questions unrelated to TV shows. I have a lot of stress in my life, and I'm sure John does.
I
too.
do. Are you kidding? Look at this operation I have to keep afloat.
I'm just-
Are you blown away by this? I mean, it's
Yes.
it's a factory.
I know. So you have livelihoods to take care of and support. And I just am stressed about who knows what.
Well,
just
you-
constantly stressed.
Yeah, but that's where your focus should be now on your career and where you
Yeah,
are, which
career.
is going great. Everybody, Chase's career is
you.
going fantastic, and
Thank
as
you.
I've said in many episodes, I plan to ride her coattails. Because as I get older, things start to plateau as you get older. So what do?
I'll be the one that gets the celebrity guest.
Exactly. Oh, by the way, we are now going to have some celebrity guests.
Yes. Get
And
ready.
Get ready, everybody.
Sway.
So,
Robin Sway in the morning on the show.
Who's Sway?
yeah, see, not those celebrities. They're
guys
going
not
to
heard
be
of that
Gen X
podcast?
celebrities.
No, you can't
It's so
spin the
funny.
microphone, Hudson. It makes noise. Do you want to tell Chase where you were yesterday morning?
Yesterday morning?
He doesn't remember.
I don't get enough sleep.
It's a place you hate more than life itself.
I was in the dentist.
Yes. Hudson is a terrible patient. Terrible. And what did the dentist call you that flipped you
I
out?
did not flip me out. She was like, okay, so they give you like coins if you do well to get something from the machine. I'm like, bro, I want a bouncy ball, so why not? So I went over there. She said, okay, you can go over there. I'm gonna talk to your dad, okay, sweetheart? I'm like, all right, sweetheart, as I walk away.
Yes. And he and I had to have a talk. You cannot do that. Look, he hates being called little man. He hates being called buddy, and he hates being called sweetheart.
So you did it on purpose to
Yeah.
jab her.
Yes, and she looked at me like your kid is. It was horrible. I just felt.
Did you punish him?
What?
Did
he
do you
get
even know what?
grounded?
Do you know what that word is, Hudson? Punishment. How do we punish you?
Don't.
We don't.
This
Go up to your room, Chad.
leads into my question of, do you have stress? Does it involve going to the
Sometimes.
dentist? What's your
Yes.
stress?
That was stressful.
Yeah. What else?
I just listened to the old Tyler, the Creator.
Do you know who that is?
I know he's a rapper.
Yeah, back in the day, he used to rap about very controversial topics.
Yeah. You also get stressed out at the gym. Do you want to tell Chase about being stressed out at the gymnasium?
The gymnasium. We're cutting that one out. But we're just going to say gym.
All right.
Cut that very
He
perfectly.
goes to train to do parkour stuff at the gym.
Yeah, I guess it's stressful when you don't get something.
That's right. He gets very stressed and upset when he doesn't get a
Okay.
thing he's working on.
Okay, I think you've answered that question. Moving on. I have just a couple more. These are going to be rapid fire questions for you to answer. What movie stars Lindsay Lohan and is about Mean Girls?
I don't know.
Do you know?
Mean Girls?
It's called Mean Girls.
Yes.
Yes.
What pop star went through a breakdown in 2007 and shaved her head?
Oh, oh my God. I know this. I know
Okay,
this.
okay.
Hold on. She went like insane.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's her.
Were you alive for that?
2000 what?
7?
No.
He was not born yet.
Okay.
He's 2008.
Dude, but I know it. Is it like
It rhymes with Britney Beers.
Britney Spears? Yeah.
Britney
But yes, no, I knew that.
Okay, you
That's-
knew that.
You knew that. Next question.
This might be the last one I wrote down. Oh, yeah. Do you know what this ad is for? Lego my ego.
Bro, Egos! I love Egos.
Yeah,
okay.
here's
We
how.
have like
but
30
not-
Egos.
But you've never seen the commercial, have you?
Have you seen the commercial that says
seen
Lego
the
my ego?
Yeah.
No, you haven't. Have you?
Are they on
Where? How do
YouTube?
you-
There's
yeah.
this thing called YouTube, and you can look up whatever you want.
Oh, all right. Well, because
Like
the reason
old 90s commercials, or are they current commercials?
The old ones.
the reason he
Wait,
likes,
do Egos still make commercials? We should look that up.
yeah, I'm sure they do. But Hudson, the
look it
reason he knows Lego My Egos is because Tyler, the creator, did a comedy show, an interview
This
where
is not
he
the reason.
cooked Egos in a skillet. Remember? And he put butter on them, and you loved that.
No, that was where he made syrup for his Egos. He remembered he like took the tree.
Oh, right. Yeah. Anyway.
He was like,
Oh.
"Wait, don't you feel bad? Have you checked
How
his
old
Facebook
is
stats?"
Tyler the creator?
He's about 28 now.
Oh, so he's my age.
Yeah, he's fascinating. I'm
So
I'm
he's
totally
like a
fascinated.
huge influence on Generation Z.
Huge.
Because I don't.
Yeah. Tyler, the creator, Earl Sweatshirt. Do you know him?
Yeah,
He's
Earl-
another.
Earl's 24 and he acts like he's 83.
It's Tyler the
But I'm
creator
pretty sure
and Earl the sweatshirt.
Earl Sweatshirt. Tyler, the creator, Earl Sweatshirt.
They were in a group called Odd Future Wolfgang Kill 'Em All back in like 2011.
Wow.
Say that again.
Odd Future Wolfgang Kill 'Em All.
And that's that was the name.
Yep.
This
I
is
have
what I'm
never even
dealing with. Do you
heard
see
of
how
it.
terrifying it is to parent?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? And yet, look how amazing he is.
I know. Well, I tell you because I babysit a 11-year-old turning 12, and you're 10.
11.
but just turned 11.
Okay, just turned 11. Happy birthday. So it's like similar age, and he's great too, but constantly watching YouTube videos.
Yeah,
on his phone.
That's what they do. And it's crazy because it's like, I mean, this is like the Generation X thing is like, how do we regulate it? Like, everybody's like, oh my God, it's so horrible. It's so horrible. You got to regulate it. But on the other hand, it's like,
That's how it was kind of meant to be.
well, it's everywhere. And I see, I'll give you an example. Maybe I said this to you already, but Jules has a friend who is not allowed to watch any screens at all. Like, they really, really hardcore regulate it. When Juju comes over here, Jules, all she wants to do is watch Jules's phone. Jules is like, hey, let's go outside and do something, and she's so obsessed because she doesn't get it. So it's just it's like when I was growing up, the neighbor who wouldn't let their kids have sugar.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
like-
Now
But
they're
if
all
you-
sugarholics.
If you never give me broccoli or whatever, you cannot have this. I'd always want to have
Right.
broccoli.
well, this is what they say in France. The kids drink wine with the parents growing up, so that when they go to college, it's not like, oh my God, alcohol.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, I've been drinking since
not a
I
big
was
deal.
13.
Right.
Yeah.
So
What?
Hudson,
Yeah.
you're gonna
That's
start
just
drinking
super illegal.
immediately.
That's what I'm gonna do with
We're-
my kids.
Yeah, we're giving you wine starting tonight for dinner.
What do you mean tonight? I've already drinking wine.
Have you had?
I'm pretty sure they. I wanted grape juice one time, and it was wine, and I drank it.
Oh, and probably at like a Jewish high holiday thing or something.
was, yes.
What did it taste like?
Really bad. It was
like
kinda
burns your
like-
throat.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the only rule we have in my family, Chase, is that they're not allowed to die before me.
You've told me.
Yeah,
And they
that's-
have to think your jokes are funny.
And they have to think my jokes are funny.
Your jokes aren't funny.
You have to. They pay for those clothes you're wearing. So
Those are nice clothes.
This shirt is free.
well, no,
got
that's true. He
sponsored.
got sponsored by a gym.
No way.
The
Tempest.
biggest one in the world.
Tempest, the biggest.
I've heard you talk about
yeah.
Tempest.
Yeah, he's on their website and everything. I
got
have
free
mixed
shoes.
feelings about it.
It's just could be dangerous, right? Is that the mixed
No,
feelings?
not
oh,
the
no.
It's about the promotion of children and that whole thing. I'm just like, ugh. Just because I've worked with have you ever worked with a kid actor?
Yes.
But
You know,
it
and
seems
it's
very genuine. You have to be there. Like, okay, here's a camera. Do what you want.
right. Yours is a different thing because you're in charge of it, which makes a big difference. But I've worked with kids who are told to do certain things, and they're only around adults, and
Have
it's
you seen Sonny Sejic in like 2000, like 8 or whatever?
I don't know what that sentence meant at all.
No, there's never.
There's child influencers
Yes.
that have millions of followers and they're not playing a part. It's
No,
them.
it's
So
them.
we don't know the effects that are going to happen to child influencers.
No.
And people are worried. I watched a documentary on it.
But here's the thing, Chase.
They're worried, Hudson.
They're worried. And Hudson, but here's the thing. Unless the Zers fix it all, this is all ending very soon anyway. The whole, our existence, humanity is ending
I mean,
soon.
the Amazon burnt down.
Yeah, Amazon's burnt down.
It stopped. It's raining again.
In the Amazon?
It's raining.
And the fires are stopped?
I think the fires are stopped, but it's raining.
How does he know this?
Mother Nature be like,
Listen, can I tell you? I'm going to be long gone when you have to fix the world, Hudson. But can I give you I want to pitch something to you. Soylent Green. Do you know what Soylent Green is?
You talked about this on one
Okay.
of our episodes.
Soylent Green is a movie about in the future they run out of food, so they take dead people and turn them into crackers called Soylent Green, and everybody eats those to stay alive. That's what you're going to have to do. I'm going to be gone, but you guys are going to be eating each other.
"Can I eat you?"
No, yes, I give you permission to eat my body. On
I might-
that
I might
note,
have
I
to
think
eat
we
you
should
guys.
wrap it up, guys. This has been
Wow.
a really. I want to thank our guest,
I really do
Hudson
too.
Lear. If you want to follow Hudson, go to See, that shows how old I am.
GIYOU_PARKOUR.
ZU Parkour. ZIYOU_PARKOUR.
It's.
He's amazing.
Can we have
Amazing.
Earl next on the show?
Yes, Earl's our dog.
I don't know if he'd have much to say.
He'd have a lot to say.
Yeah, he just attacks Chase every time she comes to the house. Chase, how do you feel about this episode?
Oh, I feel great. I learned so much about Generation Z because I didn't know just how into YouTube you guys are and that's like
That's all
all
they do.
your
Insta and you.
influencers are YouTubers.
Yeah. I guess it's just like humanity. I think here's what I think we've learned today, if I may speak for the three of us just for a second.
Please.
Humanity is ending. No question. Soon. Maybe not in the Z generation, maybe after, but at some point the sun is going to explode and take us all out. Okay? That's a definite.
Soon? That's
Well,
in
it's-
4 billion years.
But all I'm saying is it's going to end.
Okay.
All right. And maybe it's a good thing because we're disgusting creatures trying to get, trick each other into buying stuff or thinking
It's
stuff
all
that's
about
untrue.
money and
Well,
power.
we're also gonna go to Mars and
Fix it all?
no, we're gonna go to Mars. This is the bad thing.
Oh, you think that's bad?
Yeah, because then we'll still be alive.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Yes,
They're
right.
trying
We're
to go to
cockroaches that
Mars.
should end.
They're trying to go to
Right.
Mars, and what's wrong with cockroaches? Whoa, I'm
Yeah, that's
offended.
true. Cockroaches
They're
are
I
the
good.
feel
worst.
personally attacked.
Cockroaches are actually good. They eat dust and
What?
dust mites and stuff. Yeah, cockroaches are good.
Oh, I kill them when I see them.
Yeah, you should definitely kill them. They're disgusting, but they're good. They do
No.
stuff.
I was wondering why they were on this earth. That's
Someone
good.
killed
Okay.
Gerald.
They eat dead skin and they eat all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they do.
Are you gonna eat the dead skin? You gonna do
No.
it? Then don't kill the.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so I should let cockroaches be in my house.
No. Once they come in the house, that's it. That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's all bets are off.
In the
Same
back.
with rats. I'm pro rats, but if they come in my house, I'm killing them.
Okay.
In the
And
bathroom.
Hudson hates spiders.
Me
I hate
too.
spiders.
Hudson, do you have any final thoughts, parting thoughts?
We should have Earl on the show.
Okay, he wants to have our dog on the
Do
show.
you have any feedback for how our podcast is?
We should have Earl on the show.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Chase, anything? What are you up to this weekend?
This weekend. Oh gosh.
We should have Earl on
Oh,
the show.
I have a friend's birthday. Which
You've got a
was-
lot of birthdays.
John, that's what I'm saying. It stresses me out. I'm not
Yeah.
excited to socialize. I dread it. And then Sunday, another social event. I don't have any
damn.
time for me. I know you don't.
Yeah, so weekends are horrible for me because Jennifer has got 2 events this weekend, so I'm on full kid duty. Chase, we're going to have a special guest maybe on the next podcast.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to give her a call. It's a woman. She's a friend of mine, and I think she'll be a very good
Spirit?
thing for the show.
Dude, we need Earl. I'm telling you.
We'll get Earl too.
Yeah, and Earl.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Final season closing.
Yeah.
Hudson's talking with a headphone in front of his mouth. If you can't hear
And
him.
nowhere near the microphone.
Oh yeah.
We've lost. This
We've lost
podcast
him.
has gone sideways.
This must mean it's time. So long.
So long, everybody.
people are gonna
Thanks, Hudson, for being on the show.
My generation, baby.